Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a fun little video sharing with you guys what is in my on-the-go purse palette and just kind of sharing with you guys some ideas of what could go in yours as well. Of course, this is a Saint Beauty video. If you're here, you're probably either interested in Saint Beauty, you might already be a customer, you might even be an artist with them. If not, I hope that this gives you some information. You can always reach out to me on Instagram. My @ is Becca Halm. It's always linked below as well. But I also always leave a color match form below if you want to get color matched with me. I will essentially create a custom palette that is fit for you. And of course, if you're interested in the artist program, you can always reach out to me for that as well. You could always join in on my team. I'm part of a really amazing team of very supportive girls, and we love sharing tips for how you can start growing on social media and of course, making money at home, sharing what you love, which is probably makeup if you're watching this video. But without further ado, let's get into what is in my on-the-go purse palette is what I call it. Basically, for me, my on-the-go palette is the most basic makeup I can do within like 3 to 5 minutes, literally in the car, on the go somewhere when I'm like on a crunch, busy mom life, but I'm like, you know what, I want to look okay. I want it to still look like my skin, look natural and dewy and pretty, but I want to have something on. That is what I throw into my purse. This also could be just for touch-ups if you're someone who's like, oh, I just want to be able to touch up on the go. I already did my makeup at home, but I want to be able to kind of like add to it throughout the day if anything slips or slides or whatever it might be. So that could be what this is for as well. I'm going to share what's in mine and then I'll share how you can kind of build your own as well. But mine is just a basic 4 palette, which is just like the quad. And basically what I keep in mind is my brightening highlight, my foundation shade highlight, the Bella bronzer, and then whatever lip and cheek I'm kind of obsessed with that can work as both a lip and cheek. Sometimes you might like one only on your lips or only on your cheeks. I always like to go with one that I like on both because obviously that makes that way quicker and easier on the go. So 2 that I definitely recommend having in your on-the-go palette no matter what is going to be both your brightening shade and your foundation shade. When you get color matched, you are going to get a custom palette made for you basically. So these 2 shades are shades that are meant for me. I am wearing them right now. I did my car in the 5-minute on-the-go makeup with this palette today, so it really does work. Literally in 5 minutes in the Starbucks parking lot. So this is the brightening shade that is custom to my face, and this is where I put just under my eyes. I put it down like the bridge of my nose, right here in the center of my forehead, and then usually like kind of like on my chin, and that's everywhere that I put it. And then my main foundation shade is going to go literally everywhere else. So I definitely recommend having both of those either way because right there you're already going to have a more 3-dimensional look. Now for the 3rd item, you definitely could put a contour shade if you're someone who wants to contour no matter what. For me personally, since my on-the-go palette is for both touch-ups and also for like literally doing my makeup within 5 minutes or less, I put the Bella bronzer in instead. You could do either one, but for me, I do the Bella bronzer because then I can just put some right on my temples, kind of right here all over my cheeks and down my neck, and even like on my nose a little bit, and it just brings back a lot of color and life to my face. And it does give you a more 3-dimensional look, even if you're not necessarily contouring under those cheekbones or anywhere else. You're bringing a warmth and kind of sun-kissed look to your face. So if you can tell, this look is not contoured at all. This was a completely no contour look. It was just adding bronzer onto my face. And then over here, I have my lip and cheek shade. This is the color Nude. It's kind of a very go-to shade for me, and it's very universal, but I just pop that on the cheeks and blend that into the bronzer, and then I also put it on my lips, which literally obviously makes it much easier because that is a multitasking item, so you don't have to worry about also carrying a lip product. You have a lip and cheek right there that goes together. Now, if you don't want to have a lip and cheek there, you could also go with some other things. So like I said, I definitely recommend having your brightening shade and your foundation shade no matter what. But some other things you can change out instead of the Bella bronzer and a lip and cheek. You could always do a lip and cheek and an illuminator if you just want to have a little bit of blush on and then some glow. You could do the Bella bronzer and an illuminator, so you have a bronzer and then some glow, no blush. And of course you could always do a contour shade with either a lip and cheek or an illuminator as well. You could also even just do a contour and then a setting powder, because we do have a Vanilla Dust setting powder that fits right here. So there are a couple different combinations you can do. No matter what, I say keep these highlights. So both the highlights, and then we could do contour setting powder, contour lip and cheek, contour illuminator. We could do bronzer illuminator, lip and cheek illuminator, bronzer lip and cheek. There's a lot of combinations, but this is the one that I definitely love to have for me. I think it's the most universal for being able to do your makeup super quick and still get a really pretty look without having to spend a lot of time on it. That is the basis of SEINT Beauty, is being able to have all your makeup in one compact. There are some bigger compacts that carry more products, but of course this is for literally like a very quick makeup look. If it's not up before this video, I did do a 5-minute doing my makeup in the car video. It might go up on my IGTV instead of YouTube, I'm not sure, but I'll let you guys know either way in the description. But I literally used this palette right here and created a full look in 5 minutes. Super natural, super pretty. It looks like my skin, but is literally a full face of makeup in this tiny little palette. Now quickly, I will say you can always use your fingers if that's what you're most comfortable with, but brush wise, if you only have one brush, I would say to use the buff brush. This one just works really well to get all of that foundation and concealer, like all of that stuff in, and then you could use it on the bronzer and lip and cheek as well, since it is dual ended. If you have two brushes, which this is how I kind of do it, is I use the buff brush for my foundation shade and my concealer shade, and then I use the blush and bronzer brush, and I use this end right here for both the bronzer and the lip and cheek, and works really well. You can use whatever brushes work for you, but I just think this is nice because you can get away with using one brush, but you also could literally just have like these two in your bag. There you go, super easy. But if you need to, you could always use your fingers as well. Alright you guys, I hope this kind of helped you a little bit, maybe see how you want to create your on-the-go compact that you can just toss in your purse for an easy car makeup to do within literally 5 minutes, or for quick touch-ups on the go. Let me know other SEINT videos you might want to see here. Also be sure to head down below and get color matched by me for your own custom palette, or reach out to me on Instagram and ask me any questions. I am there pretty much 24/7, so I'd love to answer anything for you guys as well. But that is going to be it for this video. I will see you guys next time.